Welcome back. I hope before starting this video, you have gone through this file line by line, and the main concept behind you doing without watching the video is that in case of open source, you have to be expert in reading someone else's code from internet. No one is going to help you. So my thought process is to basically teach you that skill, and that is why I had requested that please go through this file, one foundation numpy. So it is basically learning of the numpy, complete the operation of the numpy on your own without anyone teaching you, including me. So if you have gone through line by line and you have some questions, then please watch this video. Else I'll still request you, please close this video and go yourself line by line. Okay, thank you. Let's start. See, you have seen that what it is doing. It is importing the operating system library and then setting up the working directory. So line number 2, 3 you know very well. Line number 5 is importing the numpy library. Line number 8 is the fixing the seed. So this is all these things. And numpy is basically very standard library, and it is one of the most successful library to do the operation on the various dimension of array. If you recollect the presentation, what is the dimension means? Here it was the dimensions. Yes. So if you see that order 0, it means per scalar or vector and the matrix. Mostly in machine learning, we learn only these three. But even if you learn some of the deep learning courses, then the 3 dimension and order n, you learn that numpy play very important role, and that you will see in my deep learning course as well. So numpy, here we'll try to do maximum, try to learn the maximum things what you can do with numpy, what is the very easy way to access it, how to slice it, how to reshape it, and so on. So let's start. Okay, so let's start with a very simple. Suppose this is a list of the list, and I have just run. So it is a simple list. How to convert the basically your list data to numpy? If you see here, if you see the type over here, list, it is a list. Now if you convert in line number 26, then the type of the data object get changed, and now if you see, it has got changed. If you print the type data, it will give you like here. In line number 28, I'm printing the type of the data. So it is giving the numpy array. Numpy, yes. And now the data also, if you see the how the data really looks like. So it has given that the original data which we have it, this is what the data looks like. Now shape wise, what is the shape of this one? This is the 5 row 1 column, and this is what we had it originally, 5 row. So this is perfect. This is a very simple way to represent the numpy data. Now let us increase the dimension. Basically in line number 32 we have defined list of list. So it means that small inside which you see, this is the list. So this is the list of the list. It means this is the 2 dimension data. So let us do this line number 32, 33 and 36. Let us run it together and see what it gives. This is the list of the list. If you see, this is the way much more readable. And the type of the data, definitely it will be numpy array, numpy. Yes, and the shape wise 38. The 3 rows and 2 columns. So basically you see the row number 1 is or here, or if you see that this output which had given, it is, you can think of 1 row, second row, third row, and the first column and second column. So this is the 3 row and 3 row and 2 column. Now let us try to extract it using the indexing. So here again we are having a very simple array, and you want to vary the very first element. The line number 45 will give us the very first element. 0, because that is the first element. And the last element, we have the 5 here, but we know that in case of panda, it starts from 0. So definitely 5 means 4. So this has given line number 46 has given us the last data. That is good. Now one of the good concept in the panda you'll often see that negative index. See, in case of 0 it is a very first element, but in case of negative 1 it was the very last element. So let's print it. Let's see that 51. So 51, if you see that I have just run the line 51, minus 1 means basically that very last element is 55. This is one of the good concept. It is also helps you to basically get the always the last element. What it means that you have the 5 element here. It may happen that tomorrow this 5 become the 10 element, but still you want the last. It is one of the way. I'm saying this is the way, one of the way. And if you see this line number 52 is also basically printing the first element going from the back end. Let us see that what does it give. It is a little bit funny, but generally line number 52 you should avoid. If you see that this 52 is printing the very first element but the indexing is happening from back to the forward. In case of you want the first element, then this is the right way to do it. Line 45. In line 52 I have just shown it that this is also possible, but don't do it. Generally, the right way to do it, print the first element is line 45 and last element print is the line 51. This is the right way. Now let us do the similar indexing for the 2-dimensional data. If you see the 2-dimensional data is also similar, where the row and arrow you have to provide. That is fine, but it may happen that you want the full row, like first row completely. Then line number 60 will give the full complete row. Yes, this is the first row, that is 11 and 22. Yes, this is what. Okay. Now the next concept is about slicing. Slicing means basically if you put the column means basically you need the complete row. You don't need one element. So let us say start. So if you see the line 67, I have defined the very basic. Now line 70, I'm just printing everything. It means if you see that before this column nothing is there and after that nothing is there. So what is meaning of this? This is meaning that you want everything from start to beginning, everything. Okay, and if you can guess in line 74 what it gives, basically it says start from 0 and end at 1. But one thing in Panda, if you recollect, even in case of Numpy as well as in Python, if you recollect, that whatever the end it is, that is excluded. It means 0 to 1 definitely, but 1 is excluded. So 0 to 1, it means only one element, that is the 0th. That is why it is printing only 1. It is equivalent to saying the print 0, 0. So that whatever is there after column, that is excluded. So if you see this, I think now you can, line 79, you can understand yourself what it is saying. Second from last, start from second from last and get me all. So line number 79 I have run, and if you see line number 79, start from second last, that is the second last, and get me all. So basically these two it has given us, if you see it here. But if you see this, when you put only -2, it means you are asking one element, and that is the second last element. This is around 44. That's fine. So did you know the difference? Basically, okay, that's fine. So let's start the 2-dimensional scaling in the next video. Thank you for watching it. Let's start the next video.